Hey, it's Joe, and welcome to your love reading for June. What's on the cards for you, my friend? Let's see what lessons we have to learn and what opportunities there are out there. So, let's begin. By the way, if you're new to the channel and you would like to get a little bit more information, there's a tutorial. It'll be linked out below in the description, so you can go watch that and just get an idea of how this is done, so I don't explain it every time. Right, so the way I do it every time is I take a pack, I shuffle. Let me get a few crystals out here. Okay, shuffle, and then I'll pull out 3 cards, and those 3 cards will represent you. So the one, but that one really wants to come out. Actually, another one wants to come out. Actually, 2 want to come out. Well, who are we to argue? Now we just need 1 more card. Let's see if another one pops out. And I'm reading the fiery cards so that we get a nice warm glow for things. There's nothing else come out, so let's pull 1 more card out. There we go. It's looking very interesting. That's all I'm going to say for now. Okay, so I know it does look a little bit different to what you're used to. Okay, so I'll tell you what they are. I'm now kind of used to reading these cards, but people often are not. So there we go. That also gives you a colored crystal to go by. Okay, card 1. Reading 1, card 2, reading 2, card 3 for reading 3. Who would have thought, right? So you've got the Joker as the first card, which is the positive Joker. It's not a negative Joker, it's the positive Joker. So see if he resonates with you. I'm not going to tell you more about him, so do not get persuaded. You've got the 8 of Hearts, okay, for reading 2. And we've got the 6 of Hearts for reading 3. Blue gem, the red crystal, and the green jade. So, look at the cards. Which one resonates with you? Which one will represent your month ahead in June? You can pause the video if you would like to consider your options a little bit longer, but I'm going to move on. So pause the video if you want to choose some more. Otherwise, there are some timestamps down below, and you could jump ahead to the reading that you've chosen. Remember, 1, 2, and 3. Right, welcome to reading number 1. You picked the Joker. This is the 2nd time it's come out this month for in 2 separate readings, so maybe it's resonating with you. That is the blue opal. So let's get started, shall we? What does the Joker have in store for you this month? In terms of love, is it a challenge or is it all the good stuff? Let's have a look. Nothing is popping out, so let's just break. Right, so there we go. The 9 of Diamonds is a fairly successful card. It marks a period of success, but this represents the overall feeling of the month, not necessarily the conclusion. In your house, you've got the King of Spades. Now, the King of Spades is a difficult one to interpret often because he is the best and the worst of the pack. He's the master of masters, so he's representing you. So you could be your biggest obstacle or your biggest teacher, so to speak. The situation, which is represented by the middle card, is the question is the month. What does the month of love have in store for you. Now, you did pick out the Joker, so the Joker is a very positive card. It's about making things happen. But I do see some challenges for you, and I think this is why you picked the Joker, because you need to be a little bit more realistic about where you're going with your energies. The Two of Diamonds is kind of a need to make a decision, but it's also trusting your intuition. Okay, being flexible, going with it in a way. On a negative light, it could mean that you are kind of, being forced to compromise. There may be a bit of fickleness going on, and that sort of thing. But it's not a heavy card, so be flexible. None of those lewd comments in the chat, please. So then your challenge is the Jack of Diamonds, which is rather interesting. It's very interesting that this is all diamonds related. They tend to be career cards. So are you a career serial dater? The Jack of Diamonds is someone who's starting something new. So that's your challenge. You're possibly moving, because I'm seeing these are very kind of beginning and ending cards. So I'm seeing that there is a change coming, and the Jack of Diamonds is the hard work required to get through this period. Usually someone reliable, so you need to be there for yourself. Perhaps be a little bit more, more sensible. Be almost pragmatic about love instead of just diving in. The king is a very stable, very serious. There's none of this nonsense around here. So the Jack is a youthful card. So perhaps you're too set in your ways. You need to be more flexible, and this is your challenge, to be more youthful, to be a little bit more flexible. The Five of Clubs is an interesting twist, because on the one hand, it speaks of success. Your goals will be achieved, so you can get there. But it depends how you go about it. It could lead to a bit of friction, a little bit of arguing, battle of wits. Really, that's what it is. So you may need to refocus that energy into something more positive. Maybe like a physical activity, something that takes you away from that that fight kind of, I want to succeed kind of energy. Let that energy go into something a little bit more positive. And that will bring you the Joker, which is the magician. He can make anything happen. He's the master of masters. So you've already got that. Okay, just don't be your own worst enemy, because that could be the greatest obstacle, as well as the greatest teacher, the greatest leader. The master of masters is the King of Spades. Working hard, okay, and being more youthful, being less set, more flexible, and just don't get into too many arguments, because you will get there. Okay, it's not the easiest of spreads. When I saw the Joker, I thought, wow, this is going to be another great spread. It's going to be everything's roses, but it will be once you've dealt with this particular challenge. So this month, think of it as prep work to get your romantic life going. All the best for the month of June. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Right, welcome to your reading. This is reading 2 as you chose it, and it's the 8 of Hearts. So what does that mean for you? Well, for one, the 8 of Hearts is a thinking card. The 8's all about the mind. So we are thinking about love, and perhaps you're even planning it a little bit. So, or it's also communication. So you could be communicating it, or you will be during the course of this month. So there's also kind of a celebratory feeling with the 8. It could be weddings. You could even you could meet someone. You could meet someone at, let's say, a wedding. So you're celebrating somebody else's wedding, and you could meet someone special. So there's that. Social events, just generally good news. So that's good news for your love. Let's get on and see what the cards have to tell us. If anything pops out, that will pop out now. If not, we'll just split like normal. I don't think anything's popping up in this particular one. So let's do a break. Annual breaks. There we go. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Right. Let's have a look. Right off the bat, I see there's a lot of thinking about it, but not a lot of working with the energy to bring that about. Because it's here, but there's a process that you need to go through it, and I'll walk you through it. The general feeling is one of deceit. The deceit is usually within, so you are kind of lying to yourself. Possibly you're saying, it's not going to happen, so of course then it can't happen. Or, I'm not special enough. I'm not something enough. The Jack is, spades is usually an internal struggle, which is represented by the 2 in your house. That the 2 of spades represents you. The 2 of spades is the need to make that decision. So there's some sort of decision you need to make. And I think I've got an idea what it is, which will come out in the rest of the reading. So you need to make a decision, and you need to stop lying to yourself about it, because it is holding you back from the celebration. So this is what you need to do. Now, representing the month of love is an interesting card and an interesting challenge. You got the 2 kings. Kings are always the authorities. They're always the maturity of a situation. So representing the month is the king of clubs. He is the businessman. He's the leader. So it's telling you that this month is one of leadership. So you need to take charge of your life. We're saying that. It sounds cliched, but perhaps this is the month. It's a good omen. The king says, there's good stuff coming. So let's stick with it. Perhaps you need to set up a profile. Online dating. Go to a bar. Go to a club, which is represented by the 8. Go somewhere social. Take the leadership to make your life what you want it to be. Put out that energy. It's like, this is what I want. Now I'm waiting for it. That's the kind of thing. Your challenge is really about a sense of community, a sense of family, a sense of relationship. You are perhaps too obsessed about the long-term relationship. So you're kind of obsessed by it, and you maybe need to be a little less obsessed by it. You need to maybe be a little bit more youthful about it. The King of Hearts is very, very interested in long-term relationships, but it's in the challenge house. So it's possibly a call to putting that obsession of finding a relationship possibly into something else, so that you can not obsess about it. If you have that kind of obsessive personality, which I do when it comes to these things, I feel things very, very deeply. So you tend to, you want the forever after, etc. This is calling for you to be less obsessive, and it's very difficult for us. So focus on something completely different. Go skydiving, go do something different. I'm just joking. Do not jump out of airplanes. But that's what it's saying. Your challenge is that you're a little too set in your ways, and you're not being honest with yourself about it. So that's the challenge. Now, the overall culmination of the month, kind of the future, is generally good stuff. The 5 can also represent sex. Can also represent marriage. It's kind of a duality of it. As I read it, combined with your challenge, this could lead to a very strong relationship. Now, the relationship could be a reboot. It could be a reconciliation. So if you're in a difficult situation with your partner, possibly this is calling for you to literally work on it. That's the challenge. Okay, work on that relationship. If you're not in a relationship, then I'm not gonna lie, there's a bit of sex involved, so that can lead to that. So depending on your personality type, it could just simply represent the moving forward, the releasing the path, releasing the obsessive control over it. It's like, my precious, I want it. And then, letting it flow. The 5 is a very representative card of the person itself, the physical card. So there's a sense that you need to let go of that obsession. I relate. So you have my sympathies. But overall, it's very, very positive. You've got your mind into gear. Okay. You have the possibility for the long range permanency of a relationship, coupled with your challenge. So those two work. These two coupled together are fantastically powerful, pair of kings to have. You've got a lot of court cards here. So this is calling for you to be more practical about it, less obsessive, but merge the two. Okay. Not lying to yourself about this work that needs to be done so you can move forward. And the 8 represents that thought pattern. So you're on your way. Have a fantastic month. Thank you for watching. Give me a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you wish, and just go out there, be social, let go of the past, and have a fantastic month. Let me get you an oracle card while we're doing this. Maybe this can shed a little bit more inspiration for you. Whoa, that one really wants to come out, so let's get it out. My genuine desire to serve clears the path for me to step into my purpose. So this is really calling for you to get out of your own way, really, if you look at it. I hope that resonated with you. Right, welcome to your reading. This is reading 3. You picked the 6 of Hearts with the Jade, so that should be the right message for you. Let's look at the 6 of Hearts for a minute and just see why you picked it. The 6 of Hearts is an interesting card because it's the 6s of Hearts, but for me the 6 of Hearts can go back or forward. And this is the thing. So the 6 of Hearts can represent thinking of the past. Like I call it memory lane, a trip down memory lane. So it's still a path, it's just into the path of the past. So it could be that you are thinking about the past, you're wishing to return to someone even, or just to a place where you remember it being safer. So that's the 6 of cards. Or it can also represent moving forward. So you're dealing with whatever was in the past, and you're now moving forward. Okay. It's also give and take. It is there's a duality of it. It's a very duality sort of based card. A give and take. So you can be, showing affection, getting affection. It's a very kind of family card as well, where it's working with your family as well. So bear in mind, sometimes not all readings are exactly what we want them to be, but they're usually. I think I'm going to go with the hearts. I think I'm going to go with the cats rather. Anyway, don't mind me. I'm just doing the cards. So, a lot of memories involved here, possibly. But it could simply be, if it resonates for you, it could simply be the desire to return to a more stable, more loving kind of environment, which is good. It can also indicate trips. Oh, hello, we have a joker. It's popped out. That's a positive joker, so that's a good thing. Let's get the rest of the cards out. I've run out of space. Very, very nice. Oh, look at that. This is your month. I'm almost envious. Okay, so let's have a look. See, first of all, there are a lot of hearts. So we are looking at a lot of, beginnings, endings, permanence, and just generally good news. Which is quite interesting that we were talking about the path of moving on to bring about that whole love connection coming into your life. We start out with the Joker. Okay, that represents the overall mood of the spread. He's the magician. He's coming out a lot this month. It's time to be the magician. Make your own, thing happen. Put your energy out there. Get yourself into the mind space of what it is that you wish to achieve. So whatever you wish to achieve with this romance, relationships, perhaps an existing relationship as well, which you could be reconnecting with your partner, put that energy into your life this month, because it's all good. It's all going in a great direction. Okay. The 2 represents you. Let's turn that up the right way up. Okay. And I always show people this card because it is very, very descriptive. Okay, catnap. The 2 of spades is being in a place where you just don't want to make a decision. You don't want to deal with whatever it is that is, bothering you. And if you want to have positive results, you need to take that decision. It's kind of a stalemate. It's kind of just not going anywhere, struggling for clarity, not seeing what's right in front of you. Okay. However, representing the month for romance is the Ace of Hearts. This is the beginning of romance, or at least a new romantic period. So that has got a very big influence together with the 6. So it's the moving on and starting a fantastic new period. Now, this is an interesting challenge card. I'm going to think a little bit about that one. Again, I get a feeling there may be a little bit of obsessiveness with wanting to find the one, the life partner, the karmic connection, which that card actually picks up on as well. The 6 is a bit of a karmic connection, or indicates at least the thought about it. So perhaps that is what you're stuck on. The memory lane, perhaps you're comparing all new potentials to someone in the past. You need to stop that. There's no easy way to put it. Just stop. Okay? Because you are blocking the long range card. The 10 of hearts is the biggest hearts, the biggest numerical value of hearts. It is the stability, the joyful, supportive family kind of unit that you can build from this relationship. So you need to let go of the past. That's what my intuition is telling me, because you're starting a wonderful new phase. And there's the 4. Do you want to know what the 4 means straight away? Well, before I even get into the other things that this card means, one of the meanings, which I don't use very often, that's the perfect honeymoon. Okay, I just want to put that into your head. That's the perfect long range card. Okay, that's the path forward. That's the new passion starting, leading to a good the perfect honeymoon. Now, of course, you're not going to get married. You're not going to meet somebody and get married this month and go on honeymoon. I mean, you could technically, if you took the whole month off and just dedicate yourself to this. But this is the general feeling. Okay, this is where you can go with this. This is what you can achieve this month, even if it comes in the future. This is a very successful card. Okay, so your dreams and desires can manifest. So don't block it. Okay, at the moment you need to make the decision to move forward, to maybe stop the comparison with the past and look to the future. The Joker is right there. Okay, the Joker says you can make all this happen. I want pictures from your honeymoon if you go on one. Send me pictures. I want to know. Let me get you an oracle card for this one as well. I feel like this one would really benefit from one. So let's pick one out. I do love these. Right, let's get one out of the middle. Nothing fell out. I am willing to see my sameness with others. This opens my awareness with oneness. That's lovely. Okay, that kind of indicates the needing to make a decision and bonding. So see, it's almost like a mirror. See yourself in others. Right, that is your lovely reading for the month of June. I wish you all the love. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this, give us a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day ahead. If you watched the video all the way to the end, well, thank you. And why did you watch the whole video? Did you get something out of all the different readings? If you did, then I'm very pleased. If you haven't already subscribed, do subscribe. Give us a like if you got something out of this reading. And if you'd like a personal reading, you know how to get hold of me on the cards and send me a message. Have a wonderful day ahead.